I just canceled my rear-wheel drive Cybertruck order, and I'm going to be going over why I did that because if you don't know, Tesla just announced and released the new Cybertruck rear-wheel drive on their website, and there's a lot of changes, and I'm gonna just be real. I don't think it's worth it, but let's get into it. I want to obviously say thank you guys for just watching my channel and watching everything and all the content I've made so far. We've been on this journey and we've been consistent, and I just appreciate all of you guys. And also, road to 10,000 subscribers, because once we reach 10,000 subscribers, I will be giving away $200. But enough talking. Let's jump straight on into the stuff. So, as you can see right here, I've canceled my rear-wheel drive Cybertruck that I pre-ordered March of last year. And part of the reason why I did that is because the price went up slightly. All right. Now, the price is $70,000, but with the tax credit, it comes down to like 62,000, I think. And as you can see, I'm going to pull up the screen so you can see what it is as I'm ordering it. So it's 70,000, as you can see here. And with the tax credit, it drops down to 62,000. But of course, in Illinois, we have taxes, and taxes brings it right back up to 70,000. So in that case, personally, I don't think it's worth it. Now, why don't I think it's worth it? Because of everything they've taken out of the vehicle for you, right? Now, you do get more mileage, so it is up to 350 miles, which that isn't bad. But a lot of the cool stuff that you get in the all-wheel drive version, I think it would make more sense to just buy like a used all-wheel drive Cybertruck than get a brand new rear-wheel drive Cybertruck, especially when these things are actually released and people get them in time. They're going to drop down heavily in the used price market. So I'm just going to be patient and buy one used when I decide to get one, because as I'm starting to notice as being a Tesla owner, when these cars come out brand new, they depreciate very, very fast. And that's with any car. All cars depreciate usually pretty rapidly. But with something with Teslas, when they come out, they drop down dramatically in price. Like right now, I think I can get a used Cybertruck all-wheel drive for 74, 75,000. If I really look, I can probably find one for like 69,000. So, I think that would make more sense to spend that extra money getting everything you get with an all-wheel drive than spending that money on a rear-wheel drive version. Now, what are they taking away? The interior. The interior isn't the same. It's kind of a low-budget version of the interior, which, to be honest, I don't really care for the interior like that. I'm pretty sure it'll still be good. That doesn't make me not really want it like that. It's mainly because the prices have changed so much from when they first announced it for the rear-wheel drive. Started out as saying it was going to be 40,000, then it jumped up to 60,000, which I can understand that personally, because I mean, I knew it probably took a lot more money and a lot more things to build this truck. So I can understand it being at 60,000, but giving it another $10,000 bump, personally, I can't wrap my head around why that's worth it. So you get these new textile wheels, which they look pretty ugly. I'm not gonna lie, which I don't care about that. If that gives me more range, then I'm not mad about that. I like more range than anything. So honestly, I'm fine with the wheels. I can get new caps on them if anything, but not too worried about that. The towing. Towing is at 7,500 pounds versus the 11,000 pounds, which the towing part, I don't really care too much about that. I don't plan on towing anything. So don't really care about that, but you do lose a little bit in towing there. You do lose in audio. Your speakers get a little smaller. I think there's 7-inch speakers versus the 15-inch speakers in the Cybertruck. I don't really know how to compare that. I mean, smaller usually isn't better, so I'm assuming it's not really nothing crazy, but I doubt that it would make me be like, oh, I'm not buying this car because the audio is horrible. I'm pretty sure the audio is not too bad. So this next part, I don't like. You do not get a screen in the back for the kids, okay? Which, to be fair, in my current Model Y, I don't have a screen back there, and I do know you can buy a third-party one and install it in there. But I just feel like, why not just make that the standard in these cars? It's already in the Model Y, if I'm correct. The newest Model Y, the screens are built in those. Even on the standard, like long-range versions, I think it's in those. I don't know if it's in the real version, which I don't even know if they have a real version. So let me be quiet. But it is in the standard version. So why not keep it in just the Cybertrucks in general? I feel like the screen in the back should just be a standard at this point. But hey, they took it away for the rear wheel drive. And this one I don't like either. You do not get a power outlet. Okay, so that means if you want to charge up something else in the truck, using the truck, you cannot do that in the back. Which, to be fair, would I actually use that? No, but I did like that as a feature. It did seem like something I would probably want to have for just in case reasons. I don't know what. Maybe I go camping because I am going camping here soon. And I just want to plug something in to charge it up, my phone, anything. So that does kind of suck. I don't like that they took that away. And then last, the no air suspension. So that means if you want to lift it up, lower it, that is gone. Don't really care too much about that, but taking it away just doesn't add to the value for me. Like I'm trying to seriously understand where the 10,000 extra comes from if they're taking majority of these things away that seem kind of standard for a Cybertruck. So with that being said, should you get the rear wheel drive Cybertruck? Personally, I don't think you should. I don't think it's really worth it. Just like I've been saying about the Teslas in general, I only think you should buy any new car, brand new, if you just really want a new car, okay? If you don't care about the depreciation, you don't care about what happens to it after value-wise, then that's when you should buy a new car. But personally, I think buying a used car is going to be the best way about going about buying a Tesla or just any car, just because the depreciation in Teslas drops so much, all right? So for me personally, I think I'll just wait. I think I'll just thug it out and stick with my Model Y. I love my Model Y. I don't have any complaints so far. Are there things I wish I had in here? Are there things I wish I could do? Yeah, not too much, but it's mainly the suspension part for me. Other than that, I love this car. It's got a good size for fitting things in it. That's the only reason why I wanted the Cybertruck, is because I just wanted something a little bigger. I love how it looks. But like I said, I am just going to wait because at some point I'll be able to get one and at a low price. I can see the rear wheel drive models coming down to like 40,000 used. And then the all-wheel drive coming down to about 60,000 used for sure. And I'm fine with that. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to pick one up with one that's still under warranty, probably at like 30,000, 40,000 miles for a good price. I'm fine with that, right? At that point, this car will be paid off. I can use it to trade it in toward that, or keep this one and just finance a new one, whatever. But that's going to be my strategy with getting a Cybertruck. I thought it was going to be, my experience just getting a brand new Cybertruck, knowing and feeling what that feels like to go to the Tesla place and pick up my delivery. But unfortunately, I had to cancel it. I have to be realistic with myself and just in general, and to give you guys proper, fair information. I just don't think it's worth it personally. I really don't. So it is what it is. So I am a little upset about it. And I know like some people are like, well, you should get what you want. You should get what you like. Well, you should. But when it comes to finances are more important than just getting what you want and what you like. I did jump into a Tesla. And honestly, this is why I bought this Model Y, is because I just didn't know how the whole Cybertruck thing was going to go. I honestly didn't think I would be receiving one until like 2026. But it looks like they're pushing them out and they're going to be available in June this year. So it is what it is. Like I said, I will just settle for waiting till, people want to offload them, because people are definitely selling them. Like I said, all-wheel drives are going for about 70K right now. And, it is what it is. So I'm not too worried about it. I still have a Tesla. I love my Tesla. At some point, I will hop into the Cybertruck. It's not going anywhere. Life is still going to be life. You can't be too thirsty to do things sometimes, because you want to do it at the right time. You want to be strategic when it comes to spending this type of money on vehicles, all right? So let me know, do you think it's worth it to buy the rear-wheel drive Cybertruck, or should I just get the all-wheel drive? Let me know what you guys think. I would never buy one brand new all-wheel drive version. I just don't think that's worth it. I'm sorry. But that's my point of view. I want to know what you guys think. So comment in the comment section below whether you're keeping your rear-wheel drive if you pre-ordered back when they first announced it, or recently, or are you canceling it and just going to wait around? What are you going to do? I still want one. I'm still a Tesla fan regardless. You know, so let me know what you guys are going to do. But I'm going to wrap this video up here. Also, it does have the single motor, so not the dual motor, but a single motor. So it means 0-60 is not that fast, which personally, I'm not a fast driving guy anyway, so I don't really care about that. That's all I have for you guys. Scoofy here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Invite your friends and family. Don't forget, turn on the notification bell. And I'm out.